Hi, I'm Dee Dee from Dee Dee's Stand In, and along with my co-host Annette of Mystery Snow Guardians, who is working magic behind the scenes, and Jenna 2003, and our surprise shopper, Stephen P. of Stephen P. 2003. We welcome you to the 23rd Aquarium Hall giveaway hosted by Fishfam.link YouTube channel. Now, this series of live streams has been created for the community to spotlight their aquarium-based businesses or for others. I'm hearing myself.
Who's the amateur?
Oh, is it you? It's not me.
I'm not sure.
Who's the amateur?
My phone is on. My phone joined. And I can't get it to stop. Go away.
Hi, everybody.
Sorry, y'all.
Well,
wow, it didn't want to quit. But anyways, the series of live streams has been created to provide an opportunity for you, the community, or for you to spotlight other aquarium-based businesses in the fish industry of your choosing. So now, if you're new to this channel, let me share how this Aquarium Hall giveaway works. A business or individual contacts us at hello@fishfam.link. Now, once a sponsorship has been determined, the sponsor or maybe a shopper of their choosing or somebody that we pick will shop on the sponsor's website during the live stream. Items are placed in a cart, and at some time during the live stream, a giveaway is done. Now, sometimes we have to go a little bit different based on, weather and all that, but that's usually the way it works. Now, sometimes during the live stream, a lucky person in the chat will be selected, and based on where you live, there may be some restrictions that apply. And you also have to be 18 to enter. Now, I'm going to turn this over to Jenna P. so she can introduce our guest shopper and sponsor today.
Hi. So Sam Scalz, if you look at the thumbnail, and I see everyone in chat, was supposed to be our guest shopper today. And he was going to give away some art. In fact, he was working on an original piece for us, but I know he was getting ready for an event. I think he's going to the Aquatic Expo, which is this weekend, and he hasn't shown up. So we have our substitute, and if Sam shows up late, then we'll continue on with that. But our substitute, who was so gracious to step in, is Stephen. And Stephen, who are you and what are you giving away? Because you can't give away Sam Scalz art that you didn't do.
Well, I'm me, and I want to go look at fish today since this is very impromptu, last minute. So what do we? Dan's fish. Yeah, how about that? I would. I want to look at fish, and since Foxy and Peplin are not shipping during the winter, then I go Dan's fish, and that's where I go. And then we'll be getting a gift card.
Original art.
Or someone tell me what to do.
Would you like to address people saying that you do art?
I do art.
You do art?
Yeah, I don't got no original art. I got the fish drawings, and that will be available Friday, and we'll do our do all that rigmarole stuff for the new edition of that. But yeah, I ain't trying to substitute the Sam Scalz greatness with my fish sketches, so I want to look at live fish today.
Okay,
unless Sam shows up, then I'm out of here. No loyalty here. All right. I guess I will share my screen and I'll.
Well, that's what you said before the stream.
Yeah. We plan on that at least. Okay, so here I am on Fishfam.link. So I'm going to type in Dan '(S), and that's Johnny. Oh, we'll click on Johnny. Why not?
I don't believe that Dan's Fish has an apostrophe whenever you search.
I believe grammatically he does, but fine. Here we go. And I'll click on Shop at Dan's Fish. And we made it.
So apparently you send all Fishfam.link complaints to me, and then I have to personally tell them to Matt.
Well, fix that. I like apostrophes. Click Johnny to send him to the clash. Yeah.
Do you see what Kelly said?
Yes. All right. Add another $100 from Fat Kitty, so that's $200 to Dan.
Nice.
Well, since I have no plan and I don't even know what kind of fish I'm going to look at or buy, and also because it doesn't actually matter since like we're not going to be sending those exact fish to the winner.
Maybe we are.
No,
they have to wait and see.
No, we're not. I'm going to pick the most incompatible. Okay. I'm going to look at the newest listings and I'm going to scroll right past this row of killifish. Okay.
So calm down, Scotty.
Yeah. All right.
Mike wants to know how you feel about Oxford commas.
They are entirely necessary. That's a sexy Galaris. Rude. Yeah, you can go look at Killies on your own stream. All right.
I see you, Matt. He's saying page names match YouTube names. Don't blame anyone but Dan. Probably you have to blame YouTube because I don't know if you can put apostrophes.
You absolutely can. Some people put apostrophes where they absolutely don't belong. So yes, you can.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, redhead Tapajos. Well, they look kind of.
It's a geophagus.
Yeah. I like plants.
They're a community cichlid.
Cool. What kind of community? A barren wasteland of hardscape community?
Candy has them, and I'm sure she has plants in there.
I don't know. I'm prejudiced against cichlids. I just assume that they are all plant incompatible until I'm told otherwise by anybody. Scotty shamed Killies on Fishcore today, so no Killies for him. What?
Yeah, he did. Johnny posted a picture on Fishcord of Killies, and Scotty was like, "Those aren't great." And it's like, give them a break. They just got there.
Dang. Looking at him in the bag, all stressed out.
No, they weren't in a bag. They weren't.
And now he's a killifish snob.
Yes.
Now, yeah. Panda Waru. Cool. But, I'm going to look at this red laser rainbow because, look at it. Melanitania rubra-vittata. It's actually not a bad price for those either.
What do you know about those? They're
rainbow fish. They come from that general Oceania area, probably, definitely. And look at them.
How big do you think they get?
Between 3 and 5 inches. It depends on if it's a dwarf or not. Okay, Kelly says stays pretty small, so I'm going to say 3 inches. And she's going to be like, actually 2.5.
Or maybe she's going to say no 4.
I said between 3 and 5, so that covers me. As long as I'm technically right. So yeah, it's a pretty rainbow. We got $200 to play with, and let's pretend we're stocking a 75. Why not?
Okay. Then actually add things to your cart so that we can see the price.
Yeah. Well, how many of these do I want to add to the cart?
Well, shouldn't you add at least 6 of any rainbow?
What if I want a bunch of different ones?
To crossbreed and then sell the crossbred babies?
You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to go on completely unhinged here. 1 red laser to the cart.
That's what I did on my first rainbow purchase. I could have lots of different colors to look at.
And it was fine, wasn't it?
Yeah, I still have some of them.
Yeah. Fine.
Kyle asked, what's that black and orange fish? Is he talking about this Endler looking fish down there?
The Santa Maria Endler. Yeah. I mean, as far as endlers go, they're pretty cool.
You don't see a lot of them.
I didn't realize he got no more. Well, he only has 2.
No,
so
there's
we're not gonna.
2. That's perfect.
That would be the worst thing to put with rainbows. I mean, not the worst thing, but a bad idea. What is a Mugalogobius?
A goby of some type, right?
Are shell dwellers. They are only found in Lake Matano on the island of Sulawesi. Small in size, they have big, amusing personalities.
Does Sulawesi fish have to be fairly warm?
I don't know. We keep all our fish at a temperature of 79. Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah. Hard water, fairly warmish. Hey, what happened?
What?
Oh, a new fish was added while we were.
Johnny's working hard.
Zebra loach, man.
Well, he does have a stream, basically, when this stream ends.
So, yeah, let's go past the Axelrod, Rasbora, Santa Maria Endler, Magenta mystery snail.
Annette wouldn't like you to put mystery snails with rainbows. I think
we do need something to eat the poop and the algae, though.
Well, since you're doing ones, you could buy 1 Malaysian trumpet snail.
Perfect. I mean, all you need is 1, and you'll have many.
That's all you need.
Montezuma swordtails, though. You know, I know they're not like the most striking, amazing, colorful fish, but just like
you get 1 rainbow and 1 trio of Montezuma swordtails.
I'm not doing live bears with rainbows. Not doing it. Okay, so yeah, butterfly, split fin, goodied, copper sailfin, molly. Man, look at that fin though.
That is pretty good.
Pea puffers, West Java pea puffers, Limia, cherry spot tropheus, albino hoplo cats. Those are cool. I don't know much about the hoplo cats though. Man, look at them freaking sail fins.
That's very fancy.
Yeah. How about a clown pleco? I mean, you're never going to see it again. Yep, I'm adding that.
You can have 1. You know clown you have pleco. It. You just don't know where it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Is a clown pleco one that you drop a 2x4 in the tank, or
whatever.
One that needs
any kind of wood? Treated pine. Hummingbird tetras. Ugh, those are so freaking tiny. I've got 1 of those left, schooling with a bunch of mutt rasboras, chili rasboras, phoenix ones. Live bear equals free rainbow food. This is true.
That part is true.
If you're lucky, or they just keep reproducing out of control. Neon blue guppies. I could scrap this all and go with just a bunch of a mix of betta species. Nah. Pacific blue eye. Let's not put the Suda McGills in with the rainbows. I might actually have to get off of the new listing and go to the rainbow section just because I know they haven't been getting a bunch of rainbows in as of late. Oh, here we go. Longfin Corydorus paleatus. I love mine, but I'm going to see if there's another Cory.
And there's only 5 of those.
Yeah. And I'm not keeping track of how much money I'm spending either. So it's just going to easily skyrocket.
Oh, are you sure you don't want the mega clown pleco over the regular clown pleco?
Still not going to see it, and it costs more. So, nah. I've made my choice. No take backs. How about $180 Bloody Mary Hillstream Loach?
That L519 honeycomb pleco looks cool, though.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I'm looking for a nice barb to go with the rainbow.
Well, you could probably find that with barbs.
Yeah, I'm not browsing this in a very
like, doesn't he have
direction-oriented,
them
guided
like
way.
organized by like Kerrison's,
He
barbs,
does. He does.
Danios, etc.?
He does. I'm
Just
doing this in a
the
bad
new
way.
stuff.
Dwarf gold neon goby looks cool too.
Are they $40 a piece? Cool though.
I mean, maybe for us personally.
Man, that's cool. And we've had the super blue Emperor carry tetras. Those are nice. Here's another Melanitania, Coming River.
And it's on sale.
These have a lot of light blue iridescence on their sides, so that they remind me of Praecox or Rubra Vitata. Hey, we have one of those in the cart. Add. All right. Got our second rainbow. Okay. I'm going to go and start browsing by category, and we will go to Rainbow Land. Here it is. All right. Obviously, Kalitawa. And I feel bad leaving just one remaining, so we're going to, add both.
But what if someone else is trying to make their Melanitania melting pot?
No. Dwarf neons, those are nice, but I feel like we got that kind of covered with these. We have everything on the top row now.
The Praecox are cheaper.
They are.
The Kalitawa.
Okay, you convinced me. Adding one.
So
what's our total right now?
I don't know. You added it to the cart.
Oh, I don't even see a total. It's
just you need to log in.
I see that. I am not a robot. Okay.
Oh, it's a shame you didn't leave your password up there so we could all get us an order real quick.
Okay, now will it show you the price?
If I go to checkout.
Well, I guess add to your cart and then we can delete from the cart after. Do you have 6 rainbows now?
Not yet. Wait, I have 5.
You have 5, but
yeah, we're at $127.
You have 4 types, but 2 of the Kalitawa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So just one more rainbow, and then we'll go look at some other stuff. And I'm gonna take that Pleco out probably just to make room for something better. Oh man, I don't want to put one Chilatharina in there.
No, you would need the Affinis.
Yeah,
but you can't get the ones that are on the wish list.
But look at them. Okay. Yeah, Affinis it is. And now we can go look at Corridors. Corridors are mandatory.
I mean, I suppose that if we are giving away gift cards, your cart can be as expensive as you want because you would be getting a $200 discount.
I mean, when you're shopping at Dan's, that's kind of how it goes. Like I'm not getting out of Dan's for really under 300 usually.
Nope.
And that's if like I've got a very targeted purchase. Gold lasers, red lasers.
If Johnny would quit adding all these temperature packs, maybe it wouldn't be so much.
Right. Well, orange Venezuelans are nice. We have so many of those though. Long fin Paleatus, false Julii.
Yeah, let's look at a Corey that we don't have. Like obviously. Yeah.
Pantanalensis.
I bet the albino stirbuys are cool.
I bet so. All right. So what are they? $70 a piece. I like to, when I'm ordering Corey's, 10 or more.
You start off with the colony.
We've cleared your cart of items that have been removed from the site. Oh, no way. The Kalitawas went away. All right. Well, back to rainbows. Who's buying the stuff while I'm trying to shop?
Kelly.
It's rude. She's got Cali Tawas, I think.
Kelly is saving the rainbows from your cart.
So rude.
Yeah, the rainbows are at the bottom if you need more.
Oh. Yeah, we need one more.
Boy, if I win, I'm going to order an extra large bag of 10 packs and have it shipped to students.
Whoa. Where did all the rainbows go? All right, well.
So do you have... you have all of them.
I know, so...
You're just going to have more than one. There are 3 rainbows or 4. You just need, like... Take off the foam pleco if you don't want it right now while you're there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm confused.
Zen says maybe that's why Sam's busy. He's buying all the fish.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Well, we need 2 of each. How about that?
Okay.
Oh, I can't. The commingled.
Oh, you have the last one of that one.
Unless someone goes and buys that one too.
Someone is copying your cart right now.
Yeah. Don't do that. At least wait until I'm done with this farcical shopping trip. All right. Now.
Noah's Ark 2x2x2. That blue velvet tiger barb looks cool.
It does. Do you want that instead of the drape fins for your tank?
I don't know.
Nobody's got drape fins.
I am not. Like Annette put that out there that you should get me fish for Valentine's Day. I'm not in a rush.
I assume that you put her up to it.
No. Do I ask for things?
No. Annoyingly, no. Well.
3 dozen Amapa
figured it out by himself.
What does an Amapa Tetra look like?
Well, let's see.
No,
are they in stock? Okay, platinum rummy nose, ember, hummingbird tetras, diamond head neon tetras. I'm not a huge fan of putting tetras with rainbows. Do they have them? I mean, Congo
they're
tetras.
Not in alphabetical order, so
yeah. Congo tetras with rainbows would probably be fine.
And there
they are. Oh, the Amapa kind of look like a glow light tetra, almost.
Okay.
But more tetra shaped.
They look small. Maybe.
Would you put raccoons with rainbows, or you think?
No, they are way too timid. Most of them are too timid. The Congos would probably be the only one. Is this a Chris Lucott picture? This is a nice photo. And then, of course, I click on it. It's like a bad photo. There we go. Wow.
Now, I did have diamond tetras in with my rainbows for a long time.
You did? How'd they do?
Mm-hmm. Did okay.
I had I had rummy nose and I had cardinals with them for a while. The cardinals, they just kind of found their side of the tank and stayed still. The rummy nose, they did their thing back and forth. Just a little bit trickier to feed. But rummy nose being sensitive, like, we've lost a few here and there.
Now I have rummy nose in with my discus.
That's a classic combo. All right.
What other Soprinidae do they have besides barbs? Danios, reservoirs,
and other.
Can you just click Soprinidae so that you can see all of them?
Oh, okay.
Instead of let's refuse to look at the Danios.
Zen's all about the blue velvet tiger.
I know. I saw that. So I concur. I'm going to do that.
I mean, I think they're cool.
They are pretty.
But Can we scroll and look at the other fish too?
Look at them longfin rosy barbs.
Well, that's kind of what the drape fin barb does.
Yeah. That's why I was asking you, like, are you sure you wouldn't settle for something else?
I don't
lots
really
of available.
care much for red fish. And you're talking about something that's going to go in my display tank.
Mm-hmm. Copper nose barb, huh? Cherry barbs, always nice. Albino cherry barbs. So dwarf emerald rasboras, CPDs, probably wouldn't do those with rainbows. Same with like the blue axelrod chili rasboras. Burmese spotted danio, harlequins, rummy nose rasboras. We have 2 of those left, and one of them looks sick. So I don't want to get those again, honestly. Pandagara,
White clouds. Pandagara with rainbows.
Absolutely, you can.
I bet you could put white cloud mountain minnows. Whenever we had the white clouds with a betta, which we thought was like gonna be okay, then they were like stressing out the betta going everywhere and getting big.
Yeah, that was my oopsie, thinking that I wasn't even thinking about the temperature differential, and I wanted to kind of up the temperature on the betta tank, so ended up.
Crystal asked if my tank is the ghost knife tank. Yes, it is.
Oh yeah. Harlequins do okay with rainbows, says Kelly. Okay.
And so also I would need fish that are a little bit chunkier. Well, in theory, I need fish that are a little bit chunkier, but we also have shrimp and like coal guppies that the ghost knife does not care about. But I would hate to get like a fish that I really want and put it in there. He decides to get snacky.
I do like the reticulatus algae eaters more so than the true Siamese. They get huge though, like chunky.
Yeah, I got one of those. He's a big boy.
All right. Scrolling up. Oh, I already tabbed it. How many?
At least 6.
Yeah, I agree.
You could get all 20.
Good. Nah, okay. Well, okay, we're stocking at 75.
Yeah.
I've already got 10 quarries. We got like, I don't know, 7, 8 rainbows. Oh yeah, we could do 20 of these. Although it kind of takes away from the rainbows. I don't care. That's a good stocking list. We could probably even go a little bit higher. We can get some more stuff.
Yeah, you need like some type of
Hillstream
algae
loaches.
Cleaner. Yeah.
I wouldn't rely on the Hillstreams for algae cleanup, but just for looking cool.
It is fun to walk in.
Is there a Vulcan quarry
on the side of the glass?
Say again?
Yeah. She said it's cool to see them on the glass.
Oh, okay. You said something and okay. Vulcan quarry is what you're.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but Hillstreams first. I agree. And then 1 Vulcan quarry for no reason.
Did they even have Vulcan quarries? I didn't see any that were available.
Do they sell them all? Oh, they're not there. Hopefully it's because they sold. Why is this on my... Okay.
We already have that fish.
Yeah. Thought I lost them. Oh, and I can remove this from the wish list too because Pepland Farm has got what I need.
My Rios, I'm hoping they stay out more in this tank that I moved them into. So I'm hoping maybe they'll start doing something for me.
Oh, your C123s?
Yeah.
I have 4, and I thought I had lost them all because they just never come out. And then I cleaned up the algae on a tank and did a water change and like started filming it for my last video, and then suddenly they appeared.
I have 7 or 8. I'm not sure. I know I've got at least 7 of the 8 that I bought a couple years ago. But the trick is, they don't have anything to hide behind.
Yeah,
they don't have a toys. Take it away. I
Just
never
a
saw
bear
one to the
tank.
40. Never. And if you thought you saw one, by the time you swiveled your chair around, it was gone.
So, Christine, they almost always do. He's been able to use Chris Lukop's photos for like a really nice display photo up front. But then if you click on it, there's always photos of them. Almost always. I don't know if every single one of them does, but yeah, there's always photos of the exact fish in the tank. Maybe not this batch of them, but they tend to come in as juveniles, and stir by. They always look good.
They do. Their little orange fins.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed on the Corridoras? The Similis don't look nearly as pretty in the photo as they look in real life. Like, it was kind of an underwhelming photo, but they're very cute in real life.
Yeah.
They get almost purplish.
Well, I mean, if you're taking a photo of a bunch of them that, like, you're in a hurry, and so they just came in from import, and you're going to be putting them in quarantine, and they're juveniles, and you got to snap some photos just to get them ready to list, just various circumstances like that. I do like the fact that there is a nice representative photo for a lot of them now, because even though it's not necessarily dishonest, because it's more dishonest to show a drab juvenile rainbow. Like, it's not going to turn into something amazing in a few months or 6 months, a year, however long.
Are you going to loaches?
Yes. All right. Zebra loaches. We got some of those. They're all right. Giant coolie loaches. Bloody Mary Hillstream loaches. Since now money is no object. Wow.
How big do they get? That's kind of cool.
I don't know. I would assume like that 2-inch mark, but maybe not. So estimated size of shipping 0.75 to 1.5. Does anybody know? Or I can look it up.
It's okay. It's going in your imaginary tank anyways.
Yeah.
But it is cool.
I feel like Hillstreams are like almost no bio load.
There, yeah.
Clicky.
What? Oh, okay. You want to do like, they have 21. 21 it is.
Do 20 and leave 1.
Now, don't let me click too many times and have this charge our credit card, because this is it's all technically compatible, but yeah.
But we don't have a spare 75.
All righty.
You click that button, you'll be getting one.
Well, our total right now is only 2,961, and we've filled a giant box, and we're on
78% empty. You need to fill it.
That gets you every time.
Well,
but it really is easy to spend a lot of money when you have a lot of fish to choose from. It really is.
Jody P has a spare 80, so if she wins, she gets the $200, and you send her the cart.
$3,000 cart. But we got to fill another giant box. We're basically gonna have to stock another tank.
Oh, the Hillstream gets 2 to 2.5 inches according to J&N Aquatics.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Well, you have like 7 minutes to fill that cart.
Okay. Well, on to Corridoras again. It is.
Okay. All right. Now, since money's no limit, let's see how you would.
I already added a bunch of Pantenelensis to it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Dee Dee, which one is your favorite Corey?
Of these to choose from? Scroll down a little bit. Let's see what we got. I've got gold lasers.
So we have the lasers.
I have some Duplicarius.
There's not as many in stock right now.
I've got those. Pig got those. I don't have the long fin in this, but that's not one I would get. I don't know. The only one that I see that I would jump on would be like the red laser Corey or that C005.
Yeah. How many did I add of the C? The Pantanalins is already 10. Well, we can add the other 21.
The other 21.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hope somebody ain't trying to shop and buy something now, and now they can't. So they go somewhere else.
That says
Nah, it
21.
does not.
You could
It
have
does not.
31.
Yeah. It doesn't like take them out of the stock until I pay for them.
No, that's why he had that rainbow in the cart that got taken away.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody bought it.
Because somebody wasn't just being a looky-loo.
So if you're not fast enough, you can lose something.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you get your plan ready before you start doing some clicking.
Where are we at with that box? 38% empty. All right, let's just start updating quantities.
I think you could probably put another mid-column swimmer in there.
All right.
What do you think would be compatible with those barbs?
Let the chat decide. If they hurry.
One fish.
Hurry up, chat. And it can't be a pleco.
Is a pleco a mid-column swimmer? I think
No, it's not.
It's a hider.
It is for one time a year when you go to take everything out.
Are there any angelfish? You go to South America. Oh, angelfish was its own category.
Manicapuru, Red Devils, and Rio Nenes. Well,
I mean,
I'm like
Ollie's all about the orange angel.
Of course, the prettiest one is the Manicapuru.
J&N suggesting swordtails, loaches, Nancy B, Red Devil. And somebody wants Snoochie in here. He probably won't fit in the tank.
I think he takes up more than 30% of a box.
Oh, Winky says an archer fish. Would archers work with rainbow?
Oh yeah. Why don't you look at oddballs? Why don't you see what kind of?
Sure. Okay.
I'd like to have some of those myself.
Yeah, they are pretty cool.
You could throw in there.
Let me just other. So pea puffers, Amazon puffers, which I believe Dan is giving away tonight. He goes live in 18 minutes. Leopard, Tenopoma. Which, yeah, the C is silent.
Yeah.
10. And then the platinum clouded archer. Ooh, they're only $400 a piece. How many of those?
Actually, the other one's trained, and it's only $20, and it's trained already.
This is Jody's imaginary 75 cart that she's
so all 7.
All 7. Money is no object to Jody.
They're pretty
now,
cool.
Isn't that the fish Bunny had, or she have a different color variety?
I don't know.
She might have.
She had archer fish, but I thought they were more of a silver color.
Yeah, normally they're like silver with kind of black spots.
Oops, we went a little bit too far. Well, we got to fill up another button. Okay, let's.
Wait, it says 94%.
Yeah, I know. We went to 3 boxes, so I gotta remove probably like 1 fish.
Okay.
All right, who's getting the axe?
1 bag. She had clouded archers. Okay.
Leave 1 Pantanalensis, Corey, for someone else.
All right.
Is that
not quite?
Okay.
All right.
Take away 1 Hillstream. Let's have nice even numbers.
Almost. Probably 1 more fish.
I guess take away 1 clouded archer. Leave 1 for someone else. The box is 4% empty.
All right. 1 Axelrod Rasbora.
No, add.
No, we're just gonna have to. We're gonna accept our temp pack, and that's just how it is. This is the way.
Sorry, Jody, you're gonna have to get a temp pack with your 2 giant boxes.
Order note for Dan's Fish. This is a ridiculous and not real order. So yeah, only $6,681. I wonder what the most.
$6,481 after.
That's true. Imagine with that $200 discount, could make your dreams come true.
They're practically free.
Pretty much. If you round down a lot and are like sort of delusional.
But wouldn't it be cool to get an order in like that?
Yeah. I do wonder what the most money spent in a single order is. It's probably more than this.
Well, you know what? Someone should ask that question.
No Co-op 5% code.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, I would use Steamfot 5 or 10, whatever it is. What is the code? Steamfot. Probably not 10 because it's not my first order. Probably 5. Did it work?
No.
Oh, it's Steamfot Aquatics.
Dan's analytics software is going nuts over this window shopping.
The cart abandonment rate is gonna skyrocket. Look at all this potential money you lost. Okay, I give up.
Yeah, it took it down.
It took it down.
Oh,
it took it down to $63.55. So just over $6,000 if you use that code. It took a good bit off.
What are codes? Yeah, I think just the generic Steamfot Aquatics would be. It used to be like the first order was like 10% off, and then subsequent orders 5% off, and so maybe it just detects it now. So, yeah,
it's almost free.
It's getting pretty close to free. It's closer to free than it was. For sure.
Yeah, you can use Fish Story 10 for your first order. But
I forget that Fish Story's got a code too. And possibly other people. I know Co-op's got one. I'm not sure what that one what discount that one is. Maybe they're all the same across the board.
So since you're already sharing your screen, can you just go to the giveaway tool instead of us hopping back and forth?
I could probably manage that.
And just like that, it's over.
I know.
Cart abandoned.
Well, you can screenshot what's in the cart and we can send it to the winner and they can make that purchase if they'd like.
They're going to catch the replay.
They can't catch the replay if they're playing. What do you want it to be? Hashtag what? Hashtag almost free.
Taylor's come back into a $6,000 cart. She got all excited. Thought it was real, didn't you?
So not real. Hashtag almost free.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Almost free. This is for $200 to Dan's Fish.
Scotty, there's too many words, too many letters.
Hashtag almost free to be entered. And if you have any questions for Steven while we're waiting, I mean, we can sit here in silence and let the hashtags come in. That's very professional.
Let's sit here in silence and wait for the chat. Dan has gone back to
shipping, correct? Because he shuts down right after Christmas, around Christmas time. He's back up and running.
He is back up and running.
Well, due to there's still a note at the top, so there was holiday backlog, crazy weather. They might still be catching up, but probably pretty close to being caught up. Oh, perfect thing for the rainbow tank is some tiger teddies. They're like teeny tiny live bears.
Now we had a pearl gourami, and it was fine with rainbows.
It was, and ours lived beyond that usual 1 to 1.5 year lifespan. It lived maybe close to 4 years.
Well, Geek wants to know how many Kalitawa can fit in a half-a-gallon bowl.
1 caudal fin.
So
Jan,
I'm gonna put a stop to any $6,000 fish purchases because
that would be a little insane. I would love to be in that financial position to do that.
Yeah.
They're
My
very
first
elegant.
rainbow order was around the $300 mark. Because I wanted one of this and one of this. Plus, I got other fish too. And it's like this box is you're only like 5% into the next box. Is okay. So now you got to find out. Yeah. But it was fun getting them in.
Want to tally how much money I've spent at dance? So the 2 spotted Congo puffers.
Which one is your most expensive? Because
probably the one that I split with Brooklyn when we did the giant box. So I did some nano fish beginning of 2024. That was close to $400. Did the eels. That was another $400 something order.
How were they doing?
That was like we ordered 4 of them, and 2 of them kind of disappeared from the get-go, like within the month. But the other 2 that we have are going strong, like,
and they're big,
huge. Yeah, they're freaking huge.
Wow.
Okay, so this is the order that that me and Brooklyn did, and it was $700. That might be.
You had $150 worth of gift cards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the giant box. Hill Streams, Glow Light Danio, Silver Tip Tetras, Pandagara, Rummy Nose, Rasboras, Cardinals, Raccoon Tetras.
Now, what was your favorite out of that order?
Raccoon Tetras. But the Glow Light Danios are nice. I just don't get to see them as much because they're in Lillian's tank.
Were the only things for you the Glow Light Danios and the Raccoon Tetras?
And the Rummy Nose Rasboras.
Oh, and the Rummy Nose Rasboras.
I still use them for my indicator of my tank.
See, these are gift cards I bought. Yeah, I don't think I ever got out of here under $300. Unless I was buying.
No wonder it's just like Christmas when you get a Dan's fish.
Well,
box.
Look, that Picta one was only $190.
Okay, there we go. Nice. Up 200 something, 256. Cool. All right, back to the giveaway. Let me refresh. We got 57 entries. I need to probably reshare so I can share my audio.
And I see Mickey M says that if he wins, give his win to Jody P.
Awesome.
So we have that noted. How about those Snow White bushy nose plecos? She get 2. What do those look like on the site?
Ooh. They're long fin and they are white and they're plecos.
Sam Scalz just messaged me
now.
Oh, did he?
Yes, he said, "What time is the stream?" So we'll probably just reschedule.
Whoops.
Oh wait, here he is.
Hi, Sam. Oh wait, he's
Hey,
not there.
guys.
He is.
Hey. Well, let me
I'm
pull that down.
I'm off schedule here. So.
That's okay.
Well,
We
we
had
had
back
hold on
up.
one second. I'm trying to get my my mic to work, or my headphones.
we can hear you.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Cool. So how you want to do this?
Well, I mean, we
Hey, can you guys
still
hear me?
Yeah, we
Yes,
can hear
we
you.
can hear you. Can you
Okay,
hear us?
I have to do something with the volume here, so I can't hear anything.
Hmm.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Oh, get my studio away from studio.
Cool. Well, we gonna give away art too for this.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Let's see. Uh-oh.
Oh.
And he's gone.
Well. Okay. So we can run this giveaway really quick.
Okay.
And then
Yep.
Okay, can you hear us now?
Oh, now I can hear you.
All right.
I had such a bad connection here in this whole area.
Well, you had a backup, so just in case.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, I'm glad. Thank you. Who is my backup?
Steven.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we just did a gift card to Dan's Fish, and we're about to spin for that. And so,
Okay.
Yep, 60 entries, and it's the wheel of you win. So whoever it lands on,
Good luck, everybody.
the wheel is very small.
Spinny,
Hang on.
spinny. 1 second, guys.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys.
Mickey M, which means Jody P. $200 to Dan's Fish. Congrats.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I want $200 to damn fish.
Don't we all? I just spent the last 45 minutes putting together a cart for Dan's Fish that totaled about $6,000.
Oh, this a fictitious cart or what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Oh, did you want to show Sam what was in the cart and let him critique your cart?
The sad
Yeah,
thing
let me-
is,
let me-
you didn't even
let me
get
critique.
all you wanted.
No, don't critique my cart. That
I
was
will. Oh, wait a minute. This is a cart I like.
Well, yeah, I was just mixing up rainbows, and then I was like, ooh, Corridora Pantanensis, and so I got 30 of those. And then Blue Velvet.
Let me try to turn my thing sideways. Okay, I can see that better.
Okay.
Hold on a second. What's that middle bottom fish?
Oh, the Bloody Mary Hillstream Loaches.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the new ones.
Yeah, about $80 a piece, so obviously 20 of those.
Have you guys seen the purple ones?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Okay, there's purple and yellow ones. Those are going to be the rage when they arrive in the U.S.
Oh, yeah, probably so. They're affordable for sure.
Now, those platinum, let me critique here. The platinum clouded archer.
Separate tank.
No, it doesn't matter. What my problem with it isn't that it is compatible or not compatible. It looks like a kissing gourabi.
Oh, I've seen them in person. They look a lot better in person. This is
okay.
Not,
that picture makes them look like a kissing gourabi, which I'm not very fond of. I like archer fish, but kissing gourabis are kind of weird because they look like they came from the dead.
And then the blue velvet tiger barbs, just because they're pretty. And then I love rainbows, so there's not too many Melanitania he's got in stock. So we just started.
No, that one's hot. The red lasers.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he had like two. I don't know. He might have had more of those, but yeah. And then I have most of the Corys that he already has in stock, except the Pantanensis.
Aha.
Been wanting some of those.
Yeah, I've had those off and on, but I end up keep selling them. People pay for them. So
Are they difficult to breed?
I don't really know anyone that's actually producing them like any other quarries, but there's a couple quarries that have some tricks as far as like temperature and water flow and stuff like that. You know? pH changes, things like that.
Cool.
But the thing with the Pantanellensis, it's not typical of most quarries, because most quarries are found under like a forest canopy in little creeks and stuff. The Pantanellensis are out in the grass, like rivers that are creeks that cross through the Pantanal. You know? So.
And aren't they like really sexually dimorphic? Like the females look way different from the males.
Well, yeah, when they're spawning specifically, like if you look at young ones, they look like bronze quarries, and people are like, "What did I just buy for $80 each or whatever?" You know?
Yeah.
And then as they mature, they start to get that reticulated pattern. But the males tend to be more green and blue versus the females, which tend to stay more copper.
Uh-huh.
So that's just in my experience. I don't know if anyone else is.
Just what from pictures. I've never seen one in person. I don't believe. I just seen the photos of the male and female.
I sold 80 to one person.
Wow. Be nice to have a big group like that.
Yeah, I sold them for somewhere in the neighborhood of like I think I gave them to you for like $50 each.
Well, I am going to jump down, take care of Jody's gift card, and I'll let y'all continue with the art.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you, Steven.
All right.
All right. See y'all later.
Okay.
Bye.
I was just painting, by the way. So.
Yeah. Do you want to show us what you were painting, or can you?
Yeah. Let me walk back in. Hold on. Because I'm at my studio, away from the studio, because my actual studio is in chaos, because I'm about to do like 4 shows.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a mess everywhere because I have to do these fishing shows, and that was my problem right now. I was out printing stuff. Let's see what I'm here. Let's see here. Okay. So this is a. Let me see if I can get that right. It's a striped bass.
Yeah, I noticed on Facebook you've been posting more like fishing fish.
Fishing, yeah, that's my big shows this year. Fishing shows. Let me see if I can switch my phone here. I've got a. This will make it easier for me to. There we go. I have like a stand here with a mic on, muffler.
So
is there a lot of background noise?
There's some background noise.
Okay. Just mind you, my studio is a mess, so I'm at a Starbucks and I have like a couple hours to finish a bunch of this stuff. So.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, so I spent doing that, and then here's a couple of. Hold on. So I'm trying to finish this for somebody. It's in a really early stage.
Is that a sunfish?
Yes, mola. We have a lot of these out here in San Diego. And during the El Niños, when it's warm, they come in right up to our shoreline almost.
Are molas the ones that like seals will take a chunk out of and they'll just
sadly yes not seals, sea lions.
Oh, sea lions, yeah.
Yeah, and then this is middle stage. This is I don't know if any of you saltwater guys are out there.
I am not a saltwater keeper.
Okay, so this is one of the biggest damselfish in the world. It's called a Garibaldi. And I don't know, the color's not coming up very well on there. The juveniles have blue spots all over them. And that's how the adults can identify them as juveniles.
Mm-hmm.
And that means that they can stay in the territory of the adult without being bothered. So even if they have even if they have the tiniest blue dot on them, because as they get bigger, they lose their dots until they're mature. But if they have even the tiniest blue dot, they're off limits. The adults will not bother them at all. So
So you said you have 4 shows coming up. Which shows are those?
Yes. Okay, so one is it's a fossil gem and mineral show. So that one we'll just talk about that one. I have a few things that I'm going to have for that. But it's a very small show. It's just, but I do have to have stuff done because there's like 5 people that wanted this, wanted that, So that's a holdover show, what I call it. And then I have to do a talk in Ohio next week. I'll be in Ohio at the Ohio Fish Rescue.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll be giving a talk to the Ohio Cichlid Association. Expensive habit, don't do it. And it's more expensive than fish. And so I'll be doing that, and then I'll be doing some live filming from the Ohio Fish Rescue. And then I'm gonna do some filming of fishing, so walleye fishing and stuff like that. Hopefully it's warm enough by then. Maybe
Are
not.
you going to the Aquatic Expo this weekend?
I am not, and that is one of my biggest disappointments of the year, because my biggest show of the year is they both moved their dates, right? The original dates that they planned were totally opposite from each other.
Yeah.
And then so the guy that runs Aquatic Expo is one of my best friends, Sabu.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm always there for him, and I'm always there to see everybody, and I hang out with everybody. So it's all good stuff. I hang out with all my closest friends out there, but it's not anywhere near as big as the Long Beach fishing show, which is Long Beach. I mean, anything in California is huge, but the fishing shows in California are massive. And we're talking about like up to 15 or 20,000 per day.
Just that's a lot of people.
We have reptile expos out here that big. So, so some of the big news is I've been speaking with the owner of Aquashella, and he will be moving Aquashella to California this year.
Yeah, so, I saw that instead of Chicago and Florida, it's LA
they're taking
and
a break.
Jersey.
Taking a break from Florida because it's a logistics thing. So Florida has been back and forth for weather and for clashing with other shows, and so you can't put it. There's certain times that you can never guarantee that you're gonna have good weather in Florida, but you can predict when you might have good weather. So if there's only a couple windows where it's good to have a show like that. Otherwise, you will run into problems if people can't get there. And case in point, we do November every year in Ohio. We do the extravaganza. And you guys ever been to extravaganza?
No, I have not.
Most crazy, unique show. So what happens to the extravaganza is they take over the hotel. So they have a room where there's vendors, but the hotel gets taken over by all these independent breeders and stores and stuff like that. And each one of their hotel rooms becomes a swap meet store. And so we're talking about like 200 rooms with swap meet stores, So outside of each door, there's a list of what they're selling. And then downstairs in the show hall, there is a board that tells you, where people can put their little things. Oh, you're looking for Pantanensis. Go to room number 316. And then sometimes people, it's no holds barred. You can slap your ad on top of someone else's ad. Yeah. So you just got to find. It's fun. You just walk through, and you see so many people there. You just walk through and walk into the rooms, and then they have little. It's amazing how some of these people set up their tanks. Some of them have glass tanks. Some of them have perfected the art of plastic tubs. And the problem is it's in November, and in November it usually starts to get cold. So,
well, I live in Louisiana, so it's usually not cold in November here.
Have you had a cold?
Oh, we did. 2 weeks ago, we had 7 inches of snow.
Yeah, I was like, man, all these people showing me photos of snow, and so I'm the only one that never gets snow, right? So I'm excited when I travel in the wintertime so I can go to the snow. I can go play and make a snowman and go ice fishing and whatever. But everybody else is like, get rid of the snow. But Southern California, we have to go up 4,000 feet elevation into the mountains. And my favorite local mountain is now burnt down. Everything got burnt over there. So it's going to be, as this snow builds up, it's going to turn into mudslides.
Oinky had asked, how is everything going in California where you are?
We had a close call. So we had a big fire here, about 7,000 acres. And they stopped it because we have corridors, unlike LA. LA is like just totally mismanaged. And I'm not being political here. It's just totally mismanaged. There's a couple people with a lot of money that think they can control everybody else. San Francisco, LA, they're both the same way. They just don't have good leadership there. San Diego's generally pretty good leadership. We've had a terrible mayor for the last 5 years, but our infrastructure is so good as far as preparing for fires, because we had 2 fires over the course of 8 years that were over 100,000 acres. And, so we were prepared.
This year? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I should be at the Clash.
What about I know you were at the FOTUS and also Triple Crown, and they've kind of combined those into that Lone
Triple
Star
Crown.
tier.
Triple Crown. Last time they did Triple Crown in Kentucky. Yes, it was my best show, square footage wise. I had a 10 by 10 booth, and I made
there
3
were
times.
50 vendors crammed in
Oh, you're talking about but I was in the main rooms, so I was an invite, so I was in that main room. I wasn't in when they have that the flash thing, where everyone just gets a table and brings their stuff and goes here. They do that. They do one of those in Ohio too. But yeah, that is chaotic. But the vendor room at the last Triple Crown was amazing. That's where I met. See, I got these messages coming through. They're blocking the screen. We've got so many people messaging me right now. But the vendor room at that last Triple Crown. Sorry.
I know Grant and Shelby were there. Ryan, Wild Fish Tanks.
Yep. And that's where I met Lily Ichthyology.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time. That was her introduction to the scene. And so she was right next to me. They said, "Hey, can you help her? Because she's new to this thing. Can you just help her get along with people?" She's fine. She did great on her own. Yeah. She's a rising star. So if any of you guys don't follow Lily Ichthyology on Instagram, make sure you do.
June is saying she needs a McColgi Oscar.
Actual ones or art?
I think she means an art.
Yeah, I have. I have that. I painted that for Ivan. So Ivan owns the original, but I'm doing another one, and it's been tough. I've had communication issues with Ivan lately, but because he's down in Bolivia, or whatever. He's down in South America, and sometimes messages when we're talking to each other, messages can be weeks apart.
Wow.
So, but I definitely want to go down there and experience his area, his neck of the woods. I heard his family can keep me safe.
Oh, okay.
So I am scared of a lot of South American countries, just like African countries.
Do you have any fish currently with as much travel as you do?
Yeah, because I have cut down my travel. So the situation I'm in right now is I've canceled all small shows, no shows that aren't going to make me at least a month's living, So, which is kind of sad because that means that some of my Florida shows are off the list. Some of my Texas shows are gone. Random shows that people invite me to. Oh, there's going to be 500 people there. That's not enough. And it's not an arrogance thing. It's just that I need to make a certain amount to keep traveling and doing this stuff. I don't do any other work. So the only other thing I'm doing right now is I do a little bit of business stuff. I'm a rep, kind of like a secret rep for like 10 different companies. So I just produce some of their videos and advertising and stuff like that. And they give me a bunch of stuff. And then I am a percentage owner of a fish food company, and which I don't talk about because I don't want anyone to find. I want people to get it because of what it is, not because of we're buying it just to make Sam happy or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the rest is artwork, and then all these huge projects that I really needed to stay home for this year. So I got local shows. I have so we got Aquashella, Los Angeles. Los Angeles is local. That's 2 to 2.5 hours from me, depending on where in LA. So that's I consider that a local show. I hear people go, "Oh, I don't want to drive to that show. It's so far." I'm like, it's an hour and a half from me. What are you talking about? Like I hear people complain about like, yeah, it's not in my city. I'm like, well, it can't be in your city. It has to be in a big city. So, but LA's local, so I get in Anaheim is a totally different part of LA, and then Pomona is where we're gonna have Aquashella, and then we're also gonna have Aquarium Nation.
And June is asking about Findig. Is that
yeah, Findig. I drive up to Findig. I can drive up to Findig. I probably will drive up to Findig.
Do you think you'll be selling there or just
I will go because one of my best friends, actually quite a few of my really close friends live there and are part of Findig.
Do you ever go to a show just to like enjoy the show?
Mm-hmm. It's hard. It's hard to do that because you want to sell stuff. You want to make money if you're going to a show.
Yeah.
But sometimes they, there's a few shows that'll pay me to be there. Specifically like fishing shows and stuff like that. They'll pay me to be there.
And I know people are asking about the other Aquashellas, New Jersey and Dallas. Are you planning to go to all three?
So I have an aunt and a couple cousins that live in New Jersey, real close to where the show's going to be. So I will be there, and then I will be driving to Dallas with one of my business partners.
How far of a drive is that?
It's long. It's going to be, we'll take a break. So obviously, but let me see the distance here. So from San Diego.
Like, is that a 2-day drive?
Yeah, it's going to be 2 days. I mean, I don't like to, even if I could do it in 1 day or half a day or whatever, yeah. I prefer to take 2 days because I do what's called herping. If you guys don't know what herping is,
with snakes.
That's where everywhere you stop, you go look for lizards and snakes and frogs and insects and all kinds of stuff. So they call it herping, and herps are technically reptiles and amphibians, but we look for insects, we look for snails, we look for isopods, we look for plants. It's just basically being a naturalist. So yeah, that's what I do. I used to get paid to be a naturalist, but all the funding, government funding runs out on projects and stuff like that. So you can't always get paid to be in one of those kind of careers.
Yeah, I see. John Oliver is saying that he's considering making a 24-hour drive to the LA because he's
I hope he does.
Arkansas. That's a lot. That would probably be a 3-day drive for us.
I would have to fly it.
Yeah.
Well, here, get this. If I take the train to Dallas, it takes like 30 hours, and that's because it stops and then you have to wait.
Well, but probably you have. I don't know. I've never ridden a train except for like a train at the zoo, which is not a real train by any means.
Yeah. You barely fit in those little cars.
So, but I imagine that it's probably easier to ride in a train than it is to drive yourself or even just be a passenger in a car.
A 24-hour drive, I would be divorced by the time I got there.
Yeah.
You can only correct this driving, but just so long.
Yeah, I ended up getting married at one of those log drives. Actually, the opposite. You know, you stop in Vegas and then something happens. So, but I've taken a drive from San Diego, totally cross country, all the way to Massachusetts. So,
How many hours is that?
I don't remember because it was like 5 days of stopping and fishing
Yeah.
and nature collecting and all that stuff. We went fossil hunting. We stopped at like 5 zoos or something, or 4 zoos on the way there.
Fish fam train trip.
Yeah.
Oh man, if I could afford a train, I would just pick everybody up.
So I know.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I know you have to get back to painting, right?
Yeah, no,
You have a
I'm in
few
no
things?
rush. No rush.
Did you have art that you were gonna give away
Yeah.
that you could show?
Let me see if I can. I don't have it on me right now. My studio is literally like a hurricane just hit my studio. 'Cause I had to buy all these big canvases because I have a big client. He's a billionaire, so I got to make him happy, right?
Oh,
But he commissioned me. He says he wants about 15 paintings, but so far he's commissioned me for 4 of them, and he commissioned my son for 1. So these aren't like little paintings, and they're not cheap paintings. So I had to buy all these canvases, and they're like 4 feet by 3 feet. Some of them, I have one that's like 5 feet by 3 feet.
I saw on Facebook, you had one that was, I don't think it was canvas. I think it was just, but it was 2. Like
Oh,
it
the
was
dip.
2
It's a
pieces.
diptych. Yeah, that's called a diptych, and then if it's 3 pieces, it's called a triptych. I don't know what it's called when it's 4 pieces. It's just a 4 quad pick, I guess. But the diptych, yeah, that's watercolor of a tuna, of a bluefin tuna, which is the most expensive fish to eat in the world. Well, not including these delicacies from Japan.
Like
But,
the puffer fish that you have to cook exactly perfectly.
Yeah, I've eaten that. It's actually I've eaten it raw, but
and is it worth the waiver? Like, is it so delicious that it's worth that?
it's weird. It's fish meat, but it melts in your mouth. It literally just dissolves in your mouth, and it has this really unique flavor. And then you die.
Does it taste like snail?
No, it does not, and I don't like snail. I've eaten snails from 4 different countries, and I don't like them. I should have stopped at the first one.
Was the first one France?
I've eaten them in Europe. I've eaten them in the Philippines. I've eaten them in the U.S. and I've eaten them in Baja California. Texas.
I'll never, ever, ever.
Yeah, you can hear that. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's perfect music for it. I wish Taylor was. Oh, anyway. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I do have some massive projects that I'm going to be doing this coming year. And they basically, so what happens is, this is a Starbucks that I'm in. That's why there's music in the background and this weird wall. But I will be releasing I was supposed to release the first ones at Aquatic Expo, but then the plans had to change. So I will be selecting specific companies that I really like, that I really work well with, and that have proven their worth. Like anyone that's like, so I gotta tell you, like when you do art and you do stuff like me, there's a lot of people make a lot of crazy expectations. You know, they think you're like a machine or something, and you just do things on their convenience, and that's why I've stopped giving people deadlines and stuff. It's like, no, if you want it, then you're gonna wait for it. But so I've selected and I've weeded out certain companies that I feel like they've proven to me that I can't trust them. If I'm going to be a partner with these companies, they have to have faith in me. They have to prove that they're reciprocal. They're not just going to try to use me for whatever I have. And I'm really disappointed in some people. Like over the last couple months, that have basically made demands, and I just look. I can't do that. I have a life to live. I take care of my parents. My parents are both elderly. They can't drive, and so they live with me, and I take care of them. And I also have to. My youngest son, he's already an adult, but he's still kind of under my wing.
Did you say someone commissioned your son to paint something?
Oh yeah, he's got a $4,000 commission, which is crazy because his first commission was $250, and his second one is $4,000. So, but he paints birds, and so I showed the birds to this billionaire, and he's like, "Oh, this is nice. Can you do a big one?" And I said, "Not me. It's my son." He's like, "Oh, can he do a big one?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can help him out if he needs it." He goes, "Can he do one like this big, that big?" And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, what's gonna be worth his time? So I said, "Can we do like $3,500?" And he's like, "How about just 4,000?"
Wow.
I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't mind if you boost it up an extra 5. I'll keep that as my commission. But he's getting anxious.
Fee?
Yeah, right.
Middleman.
I've gotten a really nice commission for managing someone before, and
so what is the best way if people would like to reach out to you to commission a painting?
Just message me. Any social media. On my YouTube, YouTube, Scalz Nature Artist, on Facebook or Instagram, Instagram, it's all Scalz Nature Artist. So, but I think my YouTube, if you go on there, I think it's, if you look for me specifically, I think it's at Sam Scalz, which is actually also what I use. I have a second Instagram, which is also Sam Scalz, and then I have a second Facebook, which is my personal, but I feel like I reach more people on my personal. It's weird because like for both of my Facebooks, I have them as professional accounts. So they allow you to have 5,000 friends, right? But unlimited amount of people can follow you.
Mm-hmm.
So I always keep like right at the 5,000 mark, and then if someone's not active, then I'll take them off and put someone else on. Yeah. But it's nice to have those pro accounts because then people can follow you.
Yeah. And they can still keep up with what you're doing.
Yeah, and so I got on Facebook, it's probably like 10,000 for each account. So for the art account and for the personal, it goes up and down, but I don't know how it goes up or how it goes down, but it just does. And but sometimes I'll have a reel that I'll post, and I'll have like 20,000 views on it. I'm like, how'd that happen? But I honestly should be focusing on making more content, like so I can get more into that monetization of YouTube, because I've got friends that are. I know you guys got. How many of you guys are monetized? Are you guys monetized?
Dee and I are not. The Fishfam.link channel is just over 530. Well, we're at 532 subs right now, but we don't have
halfway
the watch hours. Well, you can get like mini monetization if you have 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours within within a year. But we only do these giveaway streams, and so we'll get some people, but it's not enough to be 3,000 hours worth of people.
Here, let me tell you something
Steven
crazy.
Before
I knew all you guys, because I was like in a different world. Like, I don't know what I was doing. but I had like 12 to 14,000. Some I can't remember. Like on my first channel, it was like 12,800. I think last I remember, and the monetization was a lot better. And I had all these videos uploaded, but they were like 720 DPI.
Yeah.
You know, that was before like everything bumped up, right?
Yeah. Now
And,
you want it to be 1080p at least. If
yeah,
not,
1080.
Like,
well,
and
1080.
4K.
Yeah, 1080 is fine. You know, it'll work fine. It's almost in, unless you have a high def like screen, then you're not going to really see the 4K difference. But so I started doing all the 1080s, and then I would look at my other videos. I'm like, oh, they're terrible, right? So I started like moving into some archive. There was like this archiving thing that they used to have. I don't know if they still have it, but I archived them, and then I somehow deleted the archive.
No.
So all my fishing videos, I had some really cool fishing videos. I had some really cool videos from my old store. We used to have a 5,000 square foot like rare fish store here in San Diego, and that one had so many views. I had so many. I was getting, you know, with the 12,000, I was making like $500 a month. And, which I mean, it's not enough to make a living on, but it's nice to have that pocket money.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Steven is monetized, and I mean, videos, the AdSense stuff, it doesn't make a lot of money. Like if he gets 20,000 views on a video, maybe he's made like $10.
Yeah, right.
Like, and that would be over the course of time. I know the big thing nowadays is like memberships and super chats and stuff, but also you don't want to ask people to give you super chats or memberships and stuff, because
there's a time and a place for that, and there's like,
yeah,
that's usually, you know, like I've seen some of these guys do these 30-hour things, you know, like I'm gonna go 24 hours straight. That's crazy.
yeah.
You know, I popped in on those things all day, you know, like morning, afternoon, night, next morning. And but I mean, it's smart to get the hours, but it doesn't necessarily drive a lot of money unless people are paying you for doing it. Now I have some of the biggest YouTubers, friends with some of the biggest YouTubers in the animal industry. And some of those guys make really good money.
Yeah, I think there's probably a threshold where you can get to the point where it's sustainable. But also, I think it's important that you're doing it because you enjoy it and not just trudging along to try to make as much money as possible. Because if you're miserable doing it, what's the point?
Yeah, and I honestly hate videos that look like I just did a video to do a video, you know? Like they just, every Tuesday I got YouTube. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, and then like I'll be watching, I'm like, I'll get into like 5 minutes into it, I'm like, okay, this is boring, this is useless. But there's some people, there's one particular channel that I really like, and it's the funny thing is I met the owner of this channel at a comedy show. And he's a Filipino guy, and he used to live in Canada. He lives in Singapore now, I think. But his name is Mikey Bustos. And he was a real popular comedian from the Philippines, right? And I didn't know he owned Ants Canada, but I had met this guy at a comedy show. And I'm like, listening to his voice, and I'm like, that's funny. He totally sounds like the Ants Canada guy, right? And so this Filipino comedian guy that used to live in Canada and then moved to Asia, Singapore or something like that. He has a 6 million subscriber channel, and 6.5, I think. But he just has this giant ecosystem. You guys got to watch that. I mean, just drop in on it once or twice just to check it out. but it's just called Ants Canada, and he's got the production, he's got the voice, he's got everything, you know. And he just has this ecosystem. He just throws all kinds of creatures into the same ecosystem and sees what happens.
Oh,
And so, like, he'll put different, like 4 different ant colonies in the same enclosure.
I think
And
Zen
those-
knows who he is.
Yeah,
She
most
said,
people. I mean, there's quite a few people
Cheetos.
that will see that. Yeah, and then you're like, oh, this ant took over, you know, or this ant, they thought it disappeared, but then they find it somewhere else. And these enclosures are like 10 feet by like 8 feet enclosures, you know. They're not like little cages. So it's survival of the fittest, survival of the most adaptable, and pretty crazy.
And Heather is in Canada.
Oh,
She
nice.
said Ants Canada is awesome, one of my faves. I think you were getting to show us something, and then we distracted you.
I was. Yeah, I'm always distracted. If you guys know me, like if you hang out with me enough, I'm always distracted because everything's crazy cool to me. I'm seeing if I have it with me right here. Let's do a giveaway. We're gonna do a giveaway, right?
Yes.
I might have to show you on my phone, so
Okay.
on my other phone. Let's see here. This is my other phone, so I have to find which. I can only use the Wi-Fi here in Starbucks. Hold on a second. Wi-Fi. Let's see if it actually connects. This is an old phone that's not connected to my service anymore. So doesn't want to. Sign in is required. Sign in to network. Oh, the Wi-Fi is not working here, so I'll have to just go to the images. See, this is what happens to your old $1,200 phone. It becomes a backup. So I'll use it for doing videos sometimes. But
my old phone is my camera right now.
Mine too. Makes a nice
Right.
camera.
Yeah, the phone cameras are better than a lot of cameras that you could buy. Or I guess you'd probably have to spend about as much on a phone on a camera, but then all it does is be a camera.
Hey, I mean, you know, yeah, if I was going to actually spend, if I told myself I'm going to spend $1,200 on the camera, I would have like the coolest camera.
Mm-hmm.
But then I hang out. Some of my best friends are like these National Geographic photographers, right?
Yeah.
And then I go, how much was this camera? And he's like, oh, 20,000. I'm like, oh, never mind. Yeah, I can't open it on this phone here. I'm trying to, but it will not. Okay, so here, let me grab what I have in my bag here. So let's
like
give
a
away.
little black book.
Yeah, let's give away something.
Okay.
Let's see. This is all originals in here. Whoops.
But you
Flying
can't
out
give
of it.
away a shrimp because that has to be for Garden of Eater.
Yeah, they get garden. They get shrimps.
I have a green shrimp.
I do too, for being a member.
Oh yeah, that's right. They have that. That's their exclusive. Oh, I'm the only other person that can sell those.
I have some good days too.
So let's go with something badass. You guys want something badass?
Like
Badass.
a Dario?
Yeah.
Is that
it's Dario?
Is it Dario? Or
Not
is
Dario.
it,
The other Dario.
I don't know.
The black Dario. So he has a black head.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna give away. This is the original, but I'm gonna give away prints of this. Okay, so I have or a print of this. So which would be valued. It would be a double mounted print, and it would be valued at like $25 retail. So we can give away that.
Okay.
And then who else is on the crowd? Who? Someone throw something out. I need some ideas.
Is it a tiger baddest?
Yeah, tiger baddest.
Okay.
Tiger baddest.
Okay.
Okay, so then we'll give away a print of this, matted also. So this is, you know what those are?
Yeah, pea puffers.
Pea puffers, yeah. So one thing that's unique about these prints here, can you guys see? Can you see the reflection on the blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's called interference. So I put interference colors on these, and then anything that's enhanced like that, they go up by $5. So it's a $30 print. So we'll give away one of those hand enhanced, and these are all going to be signed and stuff. So there's two things, and then let's do a trifecta. Since we were talking about rainbow fish, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Steven's imaginary $6,000 cart.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if this was in his cart, but this is a Kamaka rainbow.
No, it wasn't. That's beautiful.
It wasn't, but we have some in our house.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is the ice blue rainbow. So we'll give away that one too. Also matted, value $25. So there we go. There's 3 prints.
So, Heather had asked, she's in Canada. She asked if it's an international eligible giveaway, because I know you would be shipping it out.
I would just need the shipping.
US only?
I would just need the shipping cost. That's all.
Okay.
So I can give them international. I have no problem with that. I just need to get the shipping covered.
Okay.
Which I would say like would be an additional like $10.
Okay. Yeah, and we can cover that shipping so that it'll be international. So enter #Scalz if you would like to be entered to win those 3 prints. So it is the tiger baddest, the pea puffers, and the Kamaka rainbow, right? And you said matted as well.
Yeah, they're double matted, so they have if anyone doesn't know what that is, it's like a protective frame, an acid-free, like double matte, like a black trim with a white over the top.
Nice.
And I see Joey came in and asked, any way I can help in a meaningful way. Also, hey, Sam, we do these giveaways every month to support the community. Anyone who would like to help, who would like to donate to giveaways or support us, email hello@fishfam.link and let us know, and we will get that set up. We want to keep going, keep giving back to the community, keep spotlighting different businesses so that, and it's great to talk to business owners like Sam because they're invested in what they're doing.
Talk about investing.
And Jenna, this is the 23rd, so Jenna's done a good job getting all these lined up.
Very good.
SC Catahulas wants to know if they can get a Sam self-portrait.
Screenshot. That's on my OnlyFans.
Yeah. Well, you can make sure to get your best side that way. You can do it yourself.
The backside.
It's been done before.
Oh man, you should see some of the stuff that we give away or we auction off at some of the reptile shows across the country. Because I'm very close with the people from US Arc, and we do crazy fundraisers. In Daytona Beach every year, we make well over $100,000 in donation money.
Nice.
Yep, we protect both the reptile and the fish hobbies.
Okay.
So if you see me looking down, if you guys just see me on the camera and I'm looking down, it's because I'm painting.
And so you said that first fishing show that you're going to is also this weekend?
Yes, it starts tomorrow.
Well, yeah. So you have to hurry.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, there's 2 of them like in a month. So.
At first, that's where I thought you were.
How long does it take you to get the prints made? Like, if you finish that painting, how long
So I can make.
take from like
I will be.
dry
I will be
time?
printing. I'll probably be printing about 100 prints tomorrow morning.
Wow.
So
before I
you
leave for the
print
show.
them all. You do all the prints yourself.
I have a friend that has a printing press over there.
Sarah is playing for Scalz.
Okay. Okay.
So how do we do it? Do they choose which one they want?
We'll pick one winner, and if they get all 3 prints, and then I'll cover the cost of shipping. And that way it only has to go out to one person.
Okay.
So I'm going to put stop in here so that we can go ahead and refresh one more time.
Good luck, everybody.
I know you'll be going to a show this weekend, so we want to be realistic about shipping times for people. When do you think you would be back home?
So
that people.
So I do the 4-day show, and then I have 1 day, or no, I have 2 days where I could potentially ship. If I have enough time, then I'll ship after this weekend. But there's a possibility because I have to go to Ohio on Thursday, so I give a talk Friday, and then I'll be there for a couple more days after that. So there's a possibility of it being 2 weeks before it gets shipped.
So whoever the winner is, send us your address. I'll send it over to you, Sam, through Messenger, and then we'll just put like a 2-week maximum timer on it so that people know.
Yeah.
Just to. Okay.
I'm going to go ahead. Said he would cover international shipping if somebody international wins.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you, Geek Boy.
Thanks for that, Geek Boy.
SC Catahulas, who is going to the Aquatic Expo this weekend instead of the fishing show. SC Cat House, are you here still? Are you here to claim your winnings? Let's see.
I see the last time that was 9:42, so.
That was just 6 minutes ago. Hopefully he didn't yes, he is here. Yeah. Yay! Thank you for not abandoning the stream in 6 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, that's my fault. My time is all screwed up.
No, that's no problem. Thank you so much for doing this, for donating to this giveaway, for just being here and talking with us.
I love talking, so.
SC Catahulas, please email me at Fishfam.link with your address. I can put that over to Sam.
Who is it? Who is that? Do they have a name?
Yes, I don't know if he has said his name publicly though, like his real name. So I don't want to I don't want to give it away if he's private. Some people are private about their name.
Well, I mean, I have
a private. Be in the witness protection program too. You never know.
I have a public
your
private
last name too. I know
your
real last name too.
Yeah, it's the most common last name in San Diego.
I can, whenever he sends the address, it'll have his real name on it.
Cool.
So you'll know. And I don't know, maybe he'll see you at an upcoming event since you're not going to be at the Aquatic Expo.
Yeah, I'm so sad about that. I really apologize to everyone that was hoping to connect with me. I will have at least 3 people selling my artwork there. So they're going to be Garden of Eder, Ryan Kinney, and then Ashley Armandi. So at least those 3 people. There might be a few more people that have a couple of my stuff there. I don't know though for sure.
Dee Dee, before we go, do you have any last words?
Well, this turned out to be a multiple winner type stream, and it was great. And thanks everybody for hanging with us longer than what we normally go. But it was fabulous to.
Yeah, thanks for dealing with my
good
lateness.
stuff.
Oh, no problem. Thank you so much for joining us, Sam.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on. I have to do 5 over the next 4 days. I have to do 5 live streams for fishing industry, and one of them goes out to like 250,000 people.
Oof.
So I have to be at my best.
Do you get nervous doing that?
No.
No.
I used to work on Animal Planet, so.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, do we have something lined up for next month, or are we looking for people that may want to check into it for next month?
We do have something lined up for next month, but we are always looking for more because the less I have to reach out to people, the better for my anxiety.
Can I make some announcements, by the way?
Sure.
Okay, so don't forget, guys, if anyone wants to come out to California, beautiful, burnt up California, LA is not in ashes. LA's huge, and only 2 little cities in LA. There's like 15 suburbs of LA, and so only 2 of them got burnt down. I know I say only, but you know what I mean. So the rest of LA is fine. Anaheim's fine. Pasadena survived. Pomona, where all the shows are, is perfectly fine. And most of LA is pretty good. So, but we have 2 shows this year. One is going to be the massive LA Pet Fair. We had 40,000 people there last year. So if you guys have ever been to a fish show? Let's put it this way: the biggest Aquashella was just under 10,000 people.
Wow.
So imagine 40,000 people. And,
that's like Disney World numbers.
Yeah, it's like Comic-Con numbers. So, for all practical purposes, it was the largest specialty pet show in the country, and it was the first one we did. So this year we are making it better. My friend Rami is the owner of the show. I am on the staff, so I help with the fish part. He does the reptile part. There's 400 vendors, and probably more this year, actually. So if anybody is big enough and wants to vend that show, it isn't very expensive. Reach out to me through whoever you need to reach out. Just let me know, and then I will see what I can do to get you a space. We're totally sold out for the reptile part, but we still have some space in the aquarium part. And there's also a bird show and a plant show associated with it. So that's in Pomona at the Pomona Fairgrounds. And then, 4 months later, 5 months later, 4 months later, then we have Aquashella. The first time we're coming to California. Don't know why. That was a point of contention for a long time. Like, why not go to the biggest market in the country? And so now we're doing it. I just have to.
Asking, when is that large show?
Let me get you the actual date. So I might have to take my phone off so I can look at it.
I see my
Hold on.
typo in that comment, Jenna. This wouldn't be possible. Sorry. That's what I get trying to listen and type at the same time. But I do some good spelling.
It would be possible without me. Sure, it would.
Jenna works hard at this.
So June 28th and 29th
Okay.
is so in the middle of summer, basically, or the beginning of summer. Sorry. It's only a 2-day event, but there's, like I said, there's over 400 vendors.
400 vendors. It would probably take you 2 days to see them all.
Yeah, that's what I always ask Rami. I'm like, Rami, you sure you don't want to do like a 3 or 4 day event? He's like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's only $20 to do the show, like to come in. And if anyone wants to vend, the booths are cheap. So we're talking about like a $300 booth versus for a 10 by 10 versus a $1,000 booth for an Aquashella.
Yeah.
But you know that'll save you some money, so you can travel and you can enjoy Disneyland or whatever you want. Magic Mountain, California, the Ashes, or later on we have, or no, before that we have Aquashella in Dallas, and then we have late in the year we have Aquashella in Pomona, California. So that one is, I will be right back again.
Well, that's funny that he mentioned Disney, because Jenna, you're also one of those trip planner people for Disney.
Yeah, I am. I am. You can reach out to me if you want to go to Disney World.
See, go
or
to the
Disneyland,
show, go to Disney.
Or yeah. Oh, Pomona has a lot of drag racing history too. I wonder if TJ Autocross Todd would want to go there.
That one's October.
He could do the show, the Disney, and the racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. October 25th and 26th is the Aquashella. So it's going to be like right before Halloween.
Oh yeah. Do you think they're going to do Aquashelloween again, like theme it?
Yeah, we did that. We did that in Dallas one year, and it was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was the year that Steven went and I didn't go. And then we thought it was going to be an annual thing, and we were like going to plan.
Oh yeah, what are we gonna? We're gonna dress up like shrimp.
and then they're like, no. The year that I went, they're like, let's have Aquashella Dallas in the hottest time of the entire year, at the beginning of August.
Yep.
Yeah, that's melt there.
That's how things go. Well, I mean, I look forward to it. Maybe we'll do some Halloween theme thing. I don't know yet. I have to talk to George. So George, if you guys don't know who George is, he's the owner of Aquashella.
Coralfish 12G, or
yeah,
George.
Coralfish 12G. He's one of the biggest YouTubers in the aquarium hobby. He travels all over the world, and he just brings a lot of good content. So he's a really good guy. He's a young guy too. He's only in his 20s.
Yeah.
And but he has approaching 2 million, I think, on his followers. These guys are young, man. These I guess you have to be young and good looking, I suppose, to get to the 1 million mark. We got, who else? We got Tanner Serpa. He's another.
Yeah.
He's a real humble guy. He's a calm guy. If you haven't watched his channel. And then Corey's going to be at 1 million pretty soon.
Will Nace usually goes to the Aquashellas.
Oh yeah. Will's a really good friend of mine.
Right?
Yeah, Will in summer. I'm going to try to get him out to California too. It's hard because they can't bring their animals, but maybe just to attend, And then Paul Cofaro, he's only he's not even he's 26 maybe. He's at 3 million, I think. Almost 3. Yeah, he hit 3 million.
Wow, nice.
So, but he's a cool guy. And, there's a lot of the people lingering around the 100 to 300,000 follower area. You know?
Yeah.
It seems so far away, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like what?
Yeah. I mean,
well, it's not really far away when you get older. It's almost like 2 months away now, and it's the end of the year.
Yeah, but I can only dream of that.
Well, this year at the Clash, we are having a wedding.
Yeah. Oh. Did you know about that?
Oh, who?
I don't know if you know Foxy's Fishes and Peplin Creek Aquatics. They are getting married, and this year they're getting married at the Clash.
Cool. So we had a wedding at in Chicago.
At Aquashella?
No, at the big reptile show up there. That was Adeline Robinson, Adeline and Brian. So the artist, the reptile artist, she's really good, superbly good, and they got married at reptile something. That's the big Schaumburg reptile thing. Literally down the street from where they do the Aquashella there.
Oh, okay, so not the same hotel.
No, it's in the same area though.
Yeah.
In fact, what was really crazy is one year we had Aquashella and that reptile show at the same time. So it kind of hurt attendance on both of them.
Yeah, probably.
You figured it would help, but it actually hurt.
Well, this will all be on site, so you won't have to go anywhere.
Cool. So now I got to come up with some wedding gifts. Yeah, well, I definitely I have to go.
Mermaids, so.
Okay, cool. Maybe I can do something with that.
Oh.
I have to. I always have to go to Pennsylvania because one of my best friends lives in Pennsylvania, and he hosts me like for 2 days before and 3 or 4 days after the Clash, and all I do is fish all over Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I've seen you carrying your fishing pole, going in and out of the hotel.
Yeah, it's fun, man. I don't know if you guys remember Local Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, Local Dave. That's my buddy, Dave Piavis.
Oh, okay.
And he takes me. He's like a great fishing guide, and it's crazy how he doesn't care. He just wants to take me fishing. He doesn't care to fish. Like he loves fishing, but when I'm there, he's like, "Oh no, I just want you to catch the fish. I just want to drive you around and make sure you catch fish."
He just watches you fish?
Yeah, he takes me to. He's a guide. He takes me to the spots.
Okay.
I give him some artwork and stuff, but he doesn't really care for it. He's like, "That's cool, thanks. I appreciate it." He's just a cool guy. And then we go look for stuff and check out places. And
it's like he can do it anytime. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you don't see insurance. He's an insurance salesman, so you don't like. It's not like one of us that does something in the animal world.
Yeah.
That's cool, though. Nice. Friends are good.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Well, it is after 9 o'clock here.
No, it's only 7.
It's 9:03 in Central Time Zone and 10:03 where he is. So
yeah, sorry guys. Thanks for keeping me up late.
No problem.
It's 7 o'clock. I should be in bed right now.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to everyone who joined the stream, participated, lurkers, rewatch crew. Thank you so much, everyone, and we will see you next time.
See you guys soon. Hopefully.